2022 Hot Wheels M-Case cars. We've got hot wired in lane number 1 and supercharged in lane number 2. On your marks, get set, go. Supercharged taking that one, 2344 to a 2387. Langer swap hot wired needs to be to 2344 to take the win. On your marks, get set, go. Supercharged 2342 to a 2385. Supercharged taking the win. Couple of 2022 Hot Wheels M-Case cars. We've got the regular Treasure Hunt Hot Wheels Warp Speeder in lane number 1 and the Lightning Bug in lane number 2. On your marks, get set, go. Lightning Bug taking the first one, 2379 to a 2391. Later swap, 2379 is time to beat. On your marks, get set, go. Lightning Bug getting it again, 2381 to a 2394. Lightning Bug taking them both. A couple of 2022 Hot Wheels M-Case cars. We got the McLaren Elva in lane number 1 and the Koenigsegg Gemera in lane number 2. On your marks, get set, go. Oh, look at the Elva go. 2320 to a 2418. Later swap, 2320, the time to beat. On your marks, get set, go. McLaren doing it again, 2327 to a 2445. The McLaren Elva looking pretty fast. We got a couple of 2022 Hot Wheels, the Lamborghini Sean FKP 37 from the M-Case in lane number 1 and the 71 Lamborghini Miura SB from the L-Case in lane number 2. On your marks, get set, go. Oh, Sean taking the first one, 2343 to a 2377. Later swap, 2343 is the time to beat. On your marks, get set, go. A bit tighter race, but Sean taking that one, 2355 to a 2367. Lamborghini Sean looking pretty fast. Got some American muscle from the 2022 Hot Wheels M-Case. We've got the 18 Camaro SS in lane number 1 and the Dodge Challenger drift car in lane number 2. On your marks, get set, go. Pretty good race, but it's the Camaro 2343 to a 2352. Later swap, 2343 is the time to beat. On your marks, get set, go. Pretty good race. 2352 to a 2353. Camaro takes the win by 1/1000. Two 2022 Hot Wheels M-Case cars. We got the 62 Corvette Gasser in lane number 1 and the Dodge Viper RT10 in lane number 2. On your marks, get set, go. And it's the Corvette Gasser, 2348 to a 2359. Laser swap, 2348 is the time to beat. On your marks, get set, go. And it looks like it's a tie, 2356 to a 2356. 2348 is fast time set by the 62 Corvette Gasser in the first run. It's going to make him the winner. Two 2022 Hot Wheels cars, the 95 Mazda RX-7 from the L-Case in lane number 1 and the Honda S2000 from the M-Case in lane number 2. On your marks, get set, go. S2000 all the way down the track, 2341 to a 2386. Later swap, 2341 is the time to beat. On your marks, get set, go. S2000 with 2 wins, 2363 to a 2386. S2000 takes them both. 2022 Hot Wheels M-Case cars. We've got the Lancia Delta Integrale in lane number 1 and the 15 Dodge Charger SRT in lane number 2. On your marks, get set, go. Oh, the Charger with about a half car length lead, 2351 to a 2383. Laser swap, 2351 is the time to beat. On your marks, get set, go. Charger taking control. 23-24 to a 23-67. 15 Dodge Charger SRT taking the win. Got a couple 2022 Hot Wheels cars on the track. It's the 69 Copo Camaro from L Case in lane number 1 and the 69 Camaro Convertible from the M Case in lane number 2. On your marks, get set, go! Copo Camaro with gappage 2375 to a 2406. Lanes swap 2375 is the time to beat. On your marks, get set, go! The tighter run, but the Copo Camaro does it again. 2384 to a 2402. So the hard top Copo Camaro taking them both. A couple of 2022 Hot Wheels L Case cars. It's the Mazda RX-7 in lane number 1 and the Honda Civic Custom in lane number 2. On your marks, get set, go! Pretty good race, but it's the RX-7. 2369 to a 2378. Langer swap Mazda with the advantage. Hung needs speed of 2369 to take the win. On your marks, get set, go! Mazda takes him 2370 to a 2379. Mazda RX-7 takes them both. 2022 Hot Wheels H-Case cars. We got the Tesla Roadster in lane number 1 and the 2020 Jaguar F-Type in lane number 2. On your marks, get set, go! Jaguar go 2336 to a 2359. Langer swap Jaguar with the advantage. Tesla needs to be at 2336 to take the win. On your marks, get set, go! Not gonna happen. 2338 to a 2345. Jaguar takes them both. Couple of Hot Wheels rescue vehicles, both from the M Case. We've got the Rescue Duty in lane number 1 and the Hot Wheels Rapid Response in lane number 2. On your marks, get set, go! And it looks like Rescue Duty 2357 to a 2369. Langer swap Rescue Duty with the advantage. The Rapid Responder needs speed of 2357 to take the win. On your marks, get set, go! Oh, what happened here? 2349 to a 2353. Rescue Duty making the pass on the long end. He takes them both. Got a couple of 2022 Hot Wheels, both from the K Case. We've got the Aston Martin V12 Speeder in lane number 1 and the 94 Bugatti EB110 SS in lane number 2. On your marks, get set, go! Aston Martin taking that one 2323 to a 2338. Langer swapped Aston Martin with the advantage. The Bugatti needs to beat a 2323 to take the win. On your marks, get set, go! It's a tight race. 2337 to a 2337. Aston Martin setting the fast time in the first run. It's going to make him the overall winner. Couple of 2022 Hot Wheels cars, the LB Super Silhouette Nissan Silvia S15 from the K Case in lane number 1 and the Lotus Sport Elise from the H Case in lane number 2. On your marks, get set, go! Lotus putting a hurting on the Silvia 2314 to a 2382. Langer swap Lotus with the advantage. The Silvia needs to beat a really fast 2314 in order to take the win. On your marks, get set, go! Not happening. 2324 to a 2364. Lotus Elise looking really quick. Got a couple of 2022 Hot Wheels from the M Case. It's the Nissan Z Proto in lane number 1 and the Nissan Leaf Nismo RC02 in lane number 2. On your marks, get set, go! And it's the Leaf taking that one, 2343 to a 2363. Langer swap the Leaf with the advantage. The Z Proto needs to beat a 2343 to take the win. On your marks, get set, go! Tight race. Another 2343 for the Leaf. Beats out the 2349. Nissan Leaf takes them both. He's the winner. Got a couple of 2022 Hot Wheels exclusives on the track. We've got the Nissan Skyline HT 2000 GTR from GameStop in lane number 1 and the McLaren F1 GTR from Dollar General in lane number 2. On your marks, get set, go. Oh, the Skyline's quick. 2332 to a 2363. Laser swap Skyline with the advantage. The McLaren needs to beat a 23-32 to take the win. On your marks, get set, go. Not gonna happen. Wow, 23-12 to a 23-85. Nissan Skyline taking that one easily. Round 2 matchups, we've got the Hot Wheels Supercharged in lane number 1 and the Lightning Bug in lane number 2. On your marks, get set, go. And it's Supercharged. Almost a car length victory, 23-52 to a 23-85. Laser swap Supercharged with the advantage. Lightning Bug needs to be a 23-52 to move on. On your marks, get set, go. Supercharged taking them both, 23-55 to a 23-81. Supercharged taking the win. Now the round 2 matchup, we got the McLaren Elva in lane number 1 and the Lamborghini Sian in lane number 2. On your marks, get set, go. The McLaren's quick, 23-32 to a 23-43. Laser swap advantage McLaren. The Lamborghini needs to be to 23-32 to move on. On your marks, get set, go. Oh, it's close. 23-34 to a 23-37. Not a bad run by the Lamborghini. Not fast enough to beat the first run by the Elva. Elva's the winner. Now the round 2 matchup, it's the 2018 Camaro SS in lane number 1 versus the 1962 Corvette Gasser in lane number 2. On your marks, get set, go. All the Gasser with the whole shot, but the Camaro getting him on the long end, 23-37 to a 23-48. Laser swap Camaro with the advantage. The vet needs to beat a 23-37 to move on. On your marks, get set, go. Oh, you might do it. 23-42 to a 23-55. Camaro takes the win with the fastest run in the first round. Now the round 2 matchup, it's the Hot Wheels Honda S2000 in lane number 1 versus the 15 Dodge Charger SRT in lane number 2. On your marks, get set, go. Oh, the Charger had the lead, but the Honda was catching up to him, 23-49 to a 23-55. Laser swap the Charger with the advantage. The Honda needs to beat a 23-55 to move on. On your marks, get set, go. And it's the Charger. Wow, 23-29 to a 23-39. Charger takes them both. He is the winner. Now the round 2 matchup, it's a Hot Wheels 69 Copo Camaro in lane number 1 and the Mazda RX-7 in lane number 2. On your marks, get set, go. Tech race, but it is the RX-7, 23-64 to a 23-73. Laser swap Mazda with the advantage. The Camaro needs to beat a 23-64 to move on. On your marks, get set, go. Pretty even race, but it is the RX-7, 23-53 to a 23-57. Mazda wins them both. Now the round 2 matchup is the Hot Wheels 2020 Jaguar F-Type in lane number 1 and the Rescue Duty in lane number 2. On your marks, get set, go. Jaguar from start to finish, 23-32 to a 23-40. Laser swap Jaguar with the advantage. Rescue Duty needs to beat a 23-32 to move on. On your marks, get set, go. Jaguar taking it, 23-45 to a 23-53. Jaguar F-Type wins them both. Now the round 2 matchup is the Hot Wheels Aston Martin V12 Speedster in lane number 1 versus the Lotus Elise in lane number 2. On your marks, get set, go. It's the Elise taking that one. Wow, 23-14 to a 23-29. Later swap Lotus with the advantage. The Aston Martin needs speed at 23.14. Move on your marks, get set, go. We have Lotus taking it 23.13 to a 23.31. Lotus Sport Elise taking them both. Last race of round number 2, it's the Hot Wheels Nissan Leaf Nismo in lane number 1 versus the Nissan Skyline HT 2000 GTR in lane number 2. On your marks, get set, go. Skyline with the whole shot, 23.29 to a 23.33. The Leaf was catching on him. Later swap Skyline with the advantage. The Leaf needs speed at 23.29 to move on. On your marks, get set, go. Skyline all the way, 23.16 to a 23.35. Skyline takes them both. Round 3 action starts us off with the Hot Wheels Supercharged in lane number 1 and the McLaren Elva in lane number 2. On your marks, get set, go. The Elva taking the win, 23.37 to a 23.53. Later swap the McLaren with the advantage. Supercharged needs to be to 23.37 to move on. On your marks, get set, go. And the Elva taking it again, 23.29 to a 23.37. The McLaren wins them both. Round 3 matchup, we got the Hot Wheels 2018 Camaro SS in lane number 1 and the 2015 Dodge Charger SRT in lane number 2. On your marks, get set, go. Charger had it from start to finish, 23.26 to a 23.35. Just swap Charger with the advantage. The Carrera needs to be at 23.26 to move on. On your marks, get set, go. Charger's gone. 23.27 to a 23.61. Dodge Charger wins them both. Another round 3 matchup. It's the Hot Wheels Mazda RX-7 in lane number 1 versus the 2020 Jaguar F-Type in lane number 2. On your marks, get set, go. And the Jaguar taking care of business, 23.32 to a 23.54. Later swap Jaguar with the advantage. The Mazda needs to be to 23.32 to move on. On your marks, get set, go. Jaguar will not be denied. 23.30 to a 23.47. Jaguar F-Type wins them both. Last round number 3 matchup, we've got the Lotus Sport Elise in lane number 1 versus the Nissan Skyline HT 2000 GTR in lane number 2. On your marks, get set, go. Oh, the Skyline just smoked the Elise, 23.29 to a 23.49. Later swap Skyline with the advantage. The Lotus needs to be to 23.29 to move on. On your marks, get set, go. Might get it. 23.11 to a 23.16. Yeah, hero run by the Lotus. It's going to move them on to the next round. And then there were 4. Round 3 matchup, we've got the Hot Wheels McLaren Elva in lane number 1 versus the 2015 Dodge Charger SRT in lane number 2. On your marks, get set, go. Look at the Elva go, 23.29 to a 23.42. Ranger swapped Elva with the advantage. The Charger needs to be to 23.29 to move on. On your marks, get set, go. Gonna happen, 23.34 to a 23.40. McLaren Elva wins them both. And the second round 3 matchup is going to be the Hot Wheels 2020 Jaguar F-Type in lane number 1 versus the Lotus Sport Elise in lane number 2. On your marks, get set, go. The Lotus taking it, 23.29 to a 23.37. Lanes are swapped. Lotus with the advantage. The Jaguar needs to be at 23.29. Move on. On your marks, get set, go. No, not going to happen. 23-17 to a 23-33. Lotus Sport Elise continuing its winning ways. And for the final race, we got the Hot Wheels McLaren Elva in lane number 1 versus the Lotus Sport Elise in lane number 2. On your marks, get set, go! And the Elise taking care of business. Wow, 23.09 to a 23.32. Major swap Lotus with the advantage. The McLaren needs speed of 23.09 to take the win. On your marks, get set, go! Not going to happen. 23.10 to a 23.25. Out of those 32 Hot Wheels cars, the Lotus Sport Elise is the fastest one of them all. Racing for third, we've got the Hot Wheels 2020 Jaguar F-Type in lane number 1 and the 15 Dodge Charger SRT in lane number 2. On your marks, get set, go! And hits the Jaguar 23.42 to a 23.45. Laser swapped advantage Jaguar. The Dodge needs speed of 23.42 to take the last spot on the podium. On your marks, get set, go! He might do it. 23.27 to a 23.34. That run right there is going to give him third place spot on the podium. All right, friends, we're going to reach into our box of goodies over here. We're going to go to the 31 to 40 gram weight class because that is what that Lotus Sport Elise is going to fall into. Pick out that BMW right there because he is our gatekeeper into this weight category. And we'll see how he does. All right, we got the BMW M3 in lane number 1 versus the race winner, the Lotus Sport Elise. We'll see if he's got anything for him. On your marks, get set, go! BMW taking it. 23.09 to a 23.19. Laser swapped advantage BMW. The Lotus Sport Elise needs to be at 23.09 to make it into the case. On your marks, get set, go! And it's a 23.07 to a 23.12. Looked like he had him there for a minute, but the BMW's got longer legs. He retains his spot as the gatekeeper into that weight class. All right, there you have the Lotus Elise taking the overall win out of these 32 cars, with the McLaren Elva coming in second, and Dodge Charger SRT coming in third. Hope you guys enjoyed this format, a little bit different, just playing around with the shorts a little bit. Decided to go ahead and throw them all together for you in case you'd rather see a longer format video. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and until next time, y'all stay healthy, have fun racing.